Hi everyone! Today I am thrifting at Soko Seikatsukan after visiting Samukawa Jinja. I'll show you some footage of the shrine later on in the video, but first let's get started with thrifting. There's not too much going on outside the shop, but all the treasure is inside. And here there's a few dragon items because we are in the year of the dragon 2024, and we like to decorate our homes with the year of the Chinese astrological sign. These things here are containers for soy sauce. They usually come with bento boxes, so they're very cute, aren't they? And here we have a sake set, and this is the face of a hyotoko, which is a comical character we have in Japan. It's around $3.50 for that set, so I left it. This Daruma doll had me fooled. I thought it was going to be wooden, but it's actually plastic. But it's very old still because it has the velvet or felt at the bottom, but we're not going to pick that one up today, even if it's a good price. This super old fan would have been from, it looks like a rice shop, and they would have given it to their customers in the summer. This looks more like their Western crockery section. And we've got some raccoon dogs, tanuki, up there in the corner. And some more sake cups and rice bowls. And there's some enamel pots down there. We used to have a lot of those in the 70s and 80s. And I can never tell whether this place is organized or a little bit crazy. Whole lot of glassware. Looks quite 70s and 80s to me here. Look at this dried citrus. That would have been cool to decorate with. And it's about the equivalent of 35 cents. And I love anything that has a crane on it. I'm obsessed with cranes and also herons. But in this case, I didn't pick this up. I didn't know what it was actually. I think it might have been a trophy. And this will be a Singaporean pewter, I believe. I like the look of this Chinese ornament there. I think it has storks in it, which I also love. But this shampoo looks so old. It's a little bit worrying. Loads of clear glass on the shelf there, and some maneki nekos on top, the beckoning cats. And here, this is a bunchin, which is a paperweight that we would use on calligraphy paper because the paper is very, very thin. I didn't pick her up this time. I kind of wish I did. Nice little tray here. It says Tahara on the back, so that might be the artist who did the etching or the carving. And I ended up picking up this bell-shaped trinket tray, which comes from Kannonji, a temple from about 50 years ago, I think, something like that. I'm going to pick up this little kettle. It's a Nambu ironware, Nambu kettle, and it's good for putting little flowers in and things like that. Aren't these spoons cute with the watermelon? Although my taste is more this style, it looks like more like Arita ware, Arita porcelain. I like the red and the blue. So have a look at this Arita ware container. It has a little lion dog on the top, but inside it's full of shuniku, which is a red ink, which we use for stamping things with our hanko instead of signatures. We still do that in many cases. I love anything bamboo related, but this is in such bad condition, I'm not going to pick it up. But underneath, I noticed that there is a noritake plate. It's quite pricey. Noritake is pretty pricey in Japan. I think it's better priced in the US. And this lovely shoehorn in the shape of a owl is made by the Hokkaido indigenous people called the Ainu. Really nice, but it's readily available on the internet, so I have not purchased that. And here is a blast from the past for me. We used to have these Rika dolls instead of Barbies when I was a kid. How cute is this little Kokeshi bundle? It's from Fuji Kawaguchiko Lake, I think. But these are the 7 lucky gods, and it's only about 35 cents in US money. I probably should have picked it up. And this, now I have moved into the area that's full of figurines. There's quite a few Korean ones up there on the right, so it could be that there's a community of Korean people in this area. There's absolutely loads to go through here. I love this part especially because it's so much fun. And there's some of the Chinese horses, the ceramic horses there on the right there. And oh, those little cute Kokeshi and some more Korean dolls on the back as well. You know, I totally forgot to purchase these two because I didn't have a basket on me to hand at the time. And I'm regretting it because they're reasonably priced. This one here comes from the Kozan kiln. It's a folk craft vase. It's not much high value, but I do love the shape of it. They have some lovely pieces. You'll probably recognize this horse. This is a Yawata horse from Hachinohe up in Aomori Prefecture in the north. There's also a red one here. So for the pair, it'll be 500 yen, which isn't a bad price. But this is my favorite find of the day. I'm going to keep him because he's quite battered and messed up. He should have a fan in his hand there. And he's missing his toes. But this is one of the 7 lucky gods. This is Hote. And he is the laughing Buddha, or god of good fortune and contentment and happiness. So I'm going to keep him. This kind of looks like the Yawata horse, but it's actually a chagu, which is from Iwate Prefecture. And they have a festival every June, and they dress up the horses like this with the bells. And this one is also from Iwate. It's a golden ox. Can you see it's got treasure chests on either side? So this also brings in good luck. And I found some tiny flower frogs, which are always useful. I always pick these up when they're reasonably priced. This looked pretty old, but I think it was just a replica of some Egyptian icon. But I found this, which I didn't take home. I'm a bit annoyed with myself for not taking it home, but it was a Kannon paperweight, Kannon Bodhisattva, and I think it was for an animal hospital because you can see there's a cat and a dog at the bottom. Very sweet. I've been looking for these bobblehead Kokeshi for ages. Their head's in the shape of a calligraphy brush. They're really cute. I'm going to buy them for myself. I'll tell you about them in my next video when I do a haul. So there's a whole lot of Kokeshi here, all pretty good prices, pretty much the same as you'd get in some of the outdoor flea markets. 200 yen, that's really good. Look at these cute little guys in the litter at the back there. I was going to pick this one up because I love the Maiko, the geisha's apprentice, on the front there. But the face I thought might be a bit difficult to try and fix. But I might have been able to do it. For 300 yen for the pair, I probably should have got those ones. And I love this little guy here. And this one, I think it must have fallen off a different one or something because it's a bit too small to be an individual one. I mean, look at how tiny she is. Yeah. And what have we here? I mean, what? I think someone's drawn her face in, but I feel like I should have got this just for some comedy factor. I mean, look at her face. It's like that lady who tried to fix a painting of Jesus, right? And it ended up looking a bit like an ape or something. Yeah. Oh, these are some lucky gods on a mallet. Mallet's also good luck here. And this is actually for Girls' Day. It's a hina ningyo, but because there's only the princess, I kind of need the prince as well to go with that. And this mallet is made of bamboo. And then down here we have a whole load of these clay bells, dore they're called. I don't usually know what to do with them. I'm not sure if they're worth much in Japan, but I think I saw a crazy lamp lady. And she said she can sell them in America quite well. But yeah, these are 100 yen, so less than $1. Good price. And this ashtray here is probably from the Showa era. Oh, I just noticed there's a pipe attached there as well. And they had a whole lot of these tools. I don't have any use for them, so I didn't really have a look through them. But here, I love this chopstick holder. But it's quite pricey, 200 yen for just this one. And these are 50 yen radishes. I didn't actually buy any this time. Had a quick look at the kimonos and yukatas and haori jackets. This one is really pretty. I think you wear it underneath another kimono though. It's not a kimono on its own. Really lovely. There was a stain on it though, so I left it. These aren't badly priced. Haoris, I do get them for much cheaper at the market, but they usually smell a bit, so it takes a while to get that scent off. But yeah, pretty colors. I like the red one. We do see that quite commonly though. Yes. So moving on to the crockery. Apologies, by the way. I can see it looks like my camera was smeared. I might have done that during the day whilst I was at the shrine and I hadn't cleaned it off properly. But look at all of these teacups. Sadly, there's only like one of each. There's no pairs or anything. I really like this one as well. I like the condition of it and the gold's really pretty, and it's only 100 yen. But there's no point getting just one. These are only 50 yen though, these rice bowls. Not for resale, but great for the home. I really like those camellia plates, but I also love these sort of earthy tones. However, I was considering getting these plates because they're perfect for sashimi. I really like the shape of them, but on closer inspection, I saw there was a lot of bleeding going on, so I left them. Thank you so much for coming thrifting with me today. I'm going to leave you with some footage I took of Samukawa Shrine, or Samukawa Jinja as we call it in Japanese. So hopefully if you should come this way, you might want to visit it, especially between January and February, to see the lantern display. You'll see it shortly with the lights on when it gets darker, which is very, very picturesque. I will be doing another video with my thrift finds, my haul at the end of it. So that'll be my next video. So I hope to see you then. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!